Hi there, it's Lindsay here. Today I'm going to show you how to make this wall pocket. Mine's not super deep, but it's enough to put a few good books in. And I added these little hangers to the back of mine, and it's not perfect. I just used scrap wood, so it cost me nothing because everything I already had. But I just wanted to give you a couple ideas for small space storage that you might not have thought about before. So here's one of them. But there's a lot of different ways to modify. I added this little wonky scroll design just because I wanted to keep mine a little bit rustic. But you could change this to maybe a triangular shape or even a square shape. You could cut it off completely and just have a plain wall pocket. It's just kind of whatever you wanted to do. You could also paint this instead of stain it. So there's a lot of ways to make this project your own, but let's go ahead and get started. So this is just a piece of 1/4 inch plywood that I got out of the yard. I've resalvaged it. It is kind of dirty, but we're gonna sand it down and stain it and all that good stuff so the dirt won't be on there. But this is just what I'm using because it's what I have, but I think that that's a good thickness for what I'm doing. And also I have this scrap piece of a 1x3 furring strip. Now these are super cheap at the store, but I'm going to use this for my bottom and sides. This will kind of hold in what I want to hold into the wall pocket. And it's not that thick. 2.5 inches is the actual measurement, but it'll pop off the wall a little bit more because I'm going to attach my 1/4 inch plywood to the front and back of this. When I measured my space, I decided that I wanted my wall pocket to be about 12 inches long and 6 inches deep. So I'm just cutting one 12-inch piece and two 6-inch pieces of my 1x3 furring strip, and that will make up the sides and the base of my wall pocket. Of course, I'm making two, so I have double that. I've got two 12-inch pieces and four 6-inch pieces, and I'm just going to give those a really good sand so they'll look a little bit nicer. For the front piece of my wall pocket, I knew that I wanted a 12-inch long piece, but for the depth I had that 6 inches, but I also added the width of that bottom piece, and it turned out to be 3/4 inches. So I had a total of 12 by 6 3/4, and I made a square that size and then cut it out. So once I got that first 12 by 6 3/4 little rectangle cut out, I went ahead and traced over it and cut out the second one. This is just for my second wall pocket. For my back piece, I again traced the initial front piece, and I went ahead and went a little further and I just cut off the whole edge, and then I was able to kind of freehand my scroll. That's what I chose to do. You can get templates online, you can Google it and get like some scroll templates if you want to make this super fancy, but I just kind of freehanded it and did a little design. If you do need some ideas, I think it would be super cute to do like a little princess crown or make it look like an envelope or something like that. I think that the next one I do, I may try to do a little envelope because I think that would be absolutely adorable and pretty simple to do. And once again, I'm going to sand down all of my 1/4 inch plywood pieces as well, so we have nice smooth surfaces and we don't hurt anybody's noggin if they hit them on them. And we're also making that second one the same way, except I just traced it instead of freehanding this one. After I got them all sanded, I went ahead and stained them. I'm using a dark walnut stain. This is the stain of my choice because it matches my countertops. So I kind of use it everywhere just to kind of repeat that dark wood stain all around the house. You can choose whatever stain color you like, or you could paint these, or even leave them raw wood if you wanted to. Once I got these stained, I took a little break and let them dry out. But then I came back and assembled them, which was super simple. I just set up the 3 main pieces, which were the 2 sides and the base. I just used a finishing nailer to put these pieces together, and that created my frame for my wall pocket. You can use a hammer and nails, but I do have this little finish nailer, so it kind of comes in handy. But then I just took the front piece of my wall pocket and attached it first. Then I was able to repeat that with the back piece. And I really don't think this has to be perfect. Mine weren't, because I had some super rustic pieces of wood. So I just kind of made it work, and it was perfect for what I needed it for. And once I got that one done, I just repeated the process, and it went a lot faster the second time. A picture hanging kit off of Amazon to do my little jewelry hangers, so I still had some left over from that. It was like a really big kit, so I'll link that kit below. I didn't get a good picture of it in this video, but I will link it below on Amazon so you can take a peek at what that looked like. But I just took some picture hangers and screwed them onto the back, and then it was really easy to hang them in the bedroom. hanging them, I wanted to try this toothpaste trick that I've kind of seen everywhere. But you just put a couple daubs of toothpaste on the back. It's really handy when you're hanging things by yourself. But I put them right on the hangers. Then I press that to the wall so you can see exactly where your screws need to go. Now if you're real fancy, you can get a level and make sure that your item is level, but I'm just not that person. These turned out super cute and super functional for my tiny space. And I also made Ollie one so he can have his books in his bunk bed. He's been asking me for a shelf for weeks, so I finally got around to making him one. I want to thank you so much for watching today. I hope this video gave you a little idea on some creative storage space if you just need it somewhere, like a bunk bed, for instance. Ollie loves to read at night, so this is the perfect place to keep his books. And I think I'm going to get rid of the little fabric one because it collects toys and lots of other things. So it's a good idea for a bunk bed or a small office space. I'm sure you can find a lot of creative uses for these, and you can modify them however you see fit. But let me know down in the comments if you would have a space for these and if you're gonna make one. And of course, if you do make one, please post it over on Instagram and tag me in it, because I would love to see how you modify this and make it your own, or even if you do one just like this, I would love to see it because I love how creative you are. I can't wait to chat with you in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.